to Mindful Messages with me, Malaysia. We're gonna do a pick a card love reading from now, whenever you watch this, to the end of June. But please bear in mind that all my readings are timeless, even though I put time frames on them when I do them. Honestly, like, my intention is whenever you find it is when it's meant for you, and that it will be for anyone's highest good that does find it within their own divine timing. So before we get into the piles, I did want to make a small announcement. I am starting my own apothecary. It's a branch off of Mindful Messages. So I've been working on the website, and I'm also in the process of like perfecting one of the first herbal blends that I'm going to be coming out with. So here's a sample of the prototype. I really love just how it's all coming together. This is gonna be the wind down herbal blend, so it's all for relaxation. It's really good for easing anxiety, depression, and helping you sleep. So I'm really excited about it. I'm actually drinking a little bit of it right now because I had a little bit of a stressful morning. And all these herbs are going to be for teas, and you can also use them to mix with your CBD or your cannabis, or you could even smoke them on their own. Like, you can pack them in a little raw paper or something and smoke them as well. So I'm in the process of perfecting that, getting the website done, so I will keep you guys posted, but I am really excited and just wanted to share that with you. Okay, so you guys know the drill. We're gonna go through the crystals. All my information can be found in the description box. Timestamps are in the description box. Please follow me on Instagram or check out my music. That means a lot to me. I do weekly card pulls and even card pulls on my story from time to time on Instagram. So yeah, follow me over there for updates and little goodies like that. Please bear in mind that I'm reading for a lot of people, so just take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't. My booking information can be found in the description box below as well. Is that everything? I think so. Okay, let's get into the piles. Group 1, pile 1, you guys have an amethyst for your love life from now till the end of June. So if the amethyst calls to you, group 1, that's you. Group 2, we have Jade, my favorite. I wear it on me all the time. So yes, group 2, we have a Jade crystal for you. And group 3, of course, it wouldn't be a love reading if I didn't put rose quartz in the mix. So group 3, rose quartz is your crystal. All right? See you guys in your reading. Hi, pile 1. This is for anyone that chose the amethyst crystal. Let's get into your love reading. We're gonna start with oracle cards. I've got Work Your Light, and then I've got Romance Angels. Okay, so your Work Your Light card. You guys have Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? I love this. And then we have Worth Waiting For. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So just immediately, I'm getting that for a lot of you, you guys, I'm hearing that you guys might be feeling impatient. You might be feeling impatient about your partner and how they show up, or like getting what you need from this person. I'm also hearing that for others of you, I think that like you want a love so badly that you're just paying attention to the absence of it in your life, as opposed to like just focusing on directing all that love to yourself right now. And that trusting that in doing that and just getting into the vibration of love, you're going to call it in. For others of you, I'm hearing impatient because, and I think I might have just said this, but impatient because you're not you want more. Like you want more from your person, or you want more attention from your love interest. Like maybe you guys aren't even together, but you have your eye on someone and they're not really like approaching you the way you want them to, or maybe they're not really approaching you at all. Maybe they're kind of like standoffish or in their own little world, but do they even know that you're interested? That just came into my head. Do they even know that like you want something romantic with them? I'm also hearing that I just heard a really clear message. Okay. Wait for the divine timing to step up and ask for what you want. Or just wait for the divine timing to just show up and take the lead in the situation. So maybe you might need to ask this person out. Maybe you need to be the one to initiate and put yourself out there, right? But at the same time, with worth waiting for here, this person might not be ready. Like whoever you're thinking about during this reading, they might not be ready for a commitment. They might not be ready to be dating. They might not even be ready to like have romance in their life right now, which is like, you know, whatever, to each his own. I don't think a little romance, you know, don't hurt nobody, but you know, whatever. And then I'm also hearing like, you know, with the first thing I said, I think about being patient with your person, like not getting what you want from them, like show them. Words are so important, y'all. Like we all have different love languages, but it's so important to talk your partner up. Like it's so important to notice the things that they are doing and to emphasize those things, because those things will help them to feel more capable and more willing to show up in whatever ways that you want. And also, if you just start doing those things, like, you know, maybe you want your person to take you out on dates more. Like maybe you guys have been together, an example, maybe you guys have been together for a really long time. You might have kids, you might have been married for forever, and like there's like you still love them so much, but like maybe the spark isn't as sparky. Maybe you guys have just been so busy with like your business and work and obligations and like just maybe getting stuck in your routine. And you're wondering if like the excitement is going to come back, if it's going to get any better, but it's worth waiting for. It will get better. It's worth waiting for. You have to have the patience, but you're also being called to like embody what you want. Priestess, lead by example. You be the one to start bringing the romance in. I don't do gender roles here. Okay. Like I don't do none of that. Not even in you know, LGBTQ relationships. Like I don't do that. You know what I mean? It don't matter if you're the more masculine one. It don't matter if you're the more feminine one. Like treat your person. Spoil your person. Bring that umph back. You know, if you're not getting it from them, you be it. Show them. Maybe they forgot. Maybe they're not feeling as connected to their sacral energy lately, and you need to help bring it out of them by focusing on yours, by focusing on your sacral energy, by getting in tune with like what makes you feel aroused and sexy and excited and like turned on. Like you need to get in tune with what makes you feel that way and bring it into the equation, and be patient with this person. Like it might not be immediate, you know what I mean? People take different amounts of time to adjust. That's why divine timing is at play here, worth waiting for. But you be it. You embody it. Priestess, when you become it, you put yourself in the receptive mode. I'm going to quote Abraham Hicks here. You put yourself in the receptive mode to receive it because you are already it. Like, nothing is missing from this priestess, like from this divine femme. Look at her. Look at all the abundance around her. Look at all this pink and purple and light and sparkle and gold. And look at how focused she is. Like, she knows exactly what she wants. And she's paying attention to where she already has it within her. And I love how the star is like, it looks like it's right at her belly button. Or right below it, right around it, which is like all sacral chakra energy, which is what I was just saying, like sacral energy, maybe even a little bit of solar plexus in there. And that keeps coming up, so you might want to work on those chakras. Let me know if you guys would want like a video on the different chakras and how to like balance them out. I think I'm gonna do that. That was a download for me, sorry. But I think I'm gonna do that. But yeah, comment below if you would like that. And of course, let me know how this reading is resonating for you guys. Like, feel free, like my comments are a safe space, you know, at least for me anyway. Feel free to like put any comments or like questions, whatever, in there. You can also DM me on Instagram or email me. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for you guys. Like, it's just time to embody what you want in your love life, whether you're in a relationship or not, whether you're just dating, whether you're like completely single, even if you don't want to be in a relationship, but you want to feel like the love, you just want to feel happy and content, and not having a partner yet, but you still want that loving energy around you. Like, that's completely fine. Love on yourself. Start to treat yourself the way you would want a partner to treat you. We set the bar for how we want to be treated. So treat yourself that way. Get dressed for yourself. Buy yourself that fancy wine. You know, take yourself on a dinner date. People are so like weird about going to dinner by themselves or going to the movies by themselves, and I've never had that problem. And I'm not trying to diminish like or invalidate the people who do. I'm just saying, like, I don't know, with the way the collective energy has just been going and where we're at in life, it's just like, don't care so much about what other people think, okay? Be your own best, loving, perfect partner. Be your own match made in heaven. Nothing is missing from you. Get into your priestess energy and understand that the real love, the ultimate life partner that you want, it's all happening already for you. The universe is already conspiring in your favor. Divine timing is at play here. Worth waiting for. It's already happening behind the scenes, but maybe you can't see it because you're so focused on not having it. But if you get into your high priestess energy and you realize you already have everything that you need, it comes to you. You don't need to go chasing after it. You don't need to go looking for it because it's already here within you, right in there, all around you. You are abundant. It's coming to you. Stand firm. Stand firm in your power and who you know that you are and what you deserve, what your standards are, what your boundaries are. Be very clear on what you want. Don't be thinking about the stuff you don't want. Be very, very, very clear in the energy and in the vision of the partner that you want, how you want to feel. Not like what you can have like certain characteristics of like your ideal partner and all that, but we know how energy works, and quite frankly, you can't be attached to the physical material. You can't be attached to the physical material representation of it. It's about the energy of it. It's about how it makes you feel. I'm so sorry, y'all. I just got a phone call and I forgot that my phone was connected to my speaker. So you like heard the ringtone. Anyway, sorry about that. What was I saying? Yes, get into your high priestess energy. Embody the treatment, the energy, the feeling of how you want to feel in love, how you want to be treated in love. Treat yourself that way. It's not about the material representation of it. It's about the energy of it. And the person, that energy, the circumstances will align for it to happen for you. We're going to clarify. Show me clearly what group 1 needs to know regarding love. Let's see. How can you embody your priestess energy more? How about that? How can group 1 embody their priestess energy more? Please show me clearly. How can group 1 embody their priestess energy more? Okay. Be fair, y'all. I feel like some of y'all might be like, some of y'all might be like really hard on your person or really hard on yourself, or like, I'm also hearing and seeing like looking to the sky and just asking God, why haven't you blessed me yet? Why haven't they come yet? It's been forever. What is wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong besides looking for it outside of yourself. We have 9 of Wands in reverse. We have 6 of Cups in reverse. And then we have Death. So, I see here, for some of you, okay, this is a pretty specific message for some of you. I'm hearing that like you're tired of waiting. You're tired of waiting, and it's like you want to give up. Like, don't give up on love. Don't give up on love. And I feel like it has to do with something in your past. 6 of Cups in reverse. Something, a memory, an old relationship in the past that was very hurtful. Was very, very hurtful. And I see that like you're still holding on to the energy of it. And because you're still in this energy of like feeling like it takes too much work, 9 of Wands in reverse. It's taking too much, it's taking too long. It takes too much work to be in relationship with someone, to be in union with someone. It's hard working with a partner. It's like, okay, it's like you want this love. You want this love, but you have nothing but negative perception around love and partnership. So how are you going to call this person in? How are you going to manifest this love if that's the vibrational frequency that you are in? How are you going to, you're not. If you think that it's too hard and it just takes too long, it takes too much work, you're not confident in your capability to continue. You're not confident in your own abilities to be in a relationship, to be in a partnership, to be in a union with someone. You're still holding on to old memories that make you cry. You're still holding on to all this emotional baggage from past situations and past hurts that are not here and happening now. It's not happening now, which means it's gone, which means it's just a part of your imagination. Yes, it happened. Yes, it happened. You're not there anymore. You're here. You need to let all that crap die. It's time to let all of that go. Really accept it. Accept what happened to you in the past. Accept the things that didn't work out in the past, because that wasn't for you. If it was for you, it would come back around 10 times better with more ease, and it wouldn't be difficult. Things can be challenging without being difficult and so freaking hard. The mentality that like relationships are just hard and difficult and they take a lot of time and energy that you just don't have, and you don't know if you'll be able to, all that naysay. Let all of that go. You need to accept that in the past it felt like work, and that it doesn't have to feel like work. You need to be fair to yourself. When you're fair and compassionate to yourself, you can be fair and compassionate to other people. Forgive yourself. Justice is at the bottom of the deck here for you. Forgive yourself so you can forgive the people in your past for what did or didn't happen, and so that you can move forward with a lighter heart, with more ease, and get into this vibration. This vibration is completely opposite of this. The priestess attracts. 9 of Wands thinks that it has to do. Nine of Wands is about doing so much that you need a break. But in reverse here, it's like the break turns into, I'm just going to give up. This is too much. This is too much. Or not allowing yourself a break, right? But in this case, I really feel like it's you psyching yourself out of something. Get into your priestess energy. And that's only going to happen when you accept things and what already happened. What's already gone is gone. You are here. You are safe. You've learned. You've learned from those past experiences. You've learned what not to do. You've learned what to do. You've learned what you can do better. You learned what your shortcomings are. Yes. But that doesn't mean that you have to stay there. It doesn't mean that those shortcomings just have to stay there. You can work on those things. Like, that awareness and knowledge is there for you so that you can work on it and improve. Allow all that stuff to die, because there's a metamorphosis happening in your life right now that is going to bring in this priestess energy. Once you let all this stuff die, let it go, let it go, let it go. Accept, forgive, release. Accept, forgive, release. Accept, forgive, release. And you will embody your priestess energy. And remember that what you really want, what your heart is really yearning for, is worth waiting for. That's what I have for you guys in your love reading from now to the end of June. I hope this helps. Let me know how it resonated in the comments. I love you. See you later. Hi, group 2. This is for anyone who chose the Jade crystal. Okay. Let's look at your oracle cards. We have, I think this is Pleiades. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. What a beautiful card. Then for your romance angels oracle, we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So off rip, it just like came in super clear. For you guys, I think that romance and love, or the potential for it, is going to come in through you really embodying what you feel like your mission for this season of your life is. Whatever you are feeling really called to do, and you only know that by your gut, following your intuition, paying attention to synchronicities and the signs, and following what lights you up and makes you feel good, and what makes you feel full, and what makes you feel fulfilled. Love and romance, or the potential for it, is going to come through you really embodying your mission from now to the end of June. And again, all my readings are really timeless for whenever you find it, but that's the intention that I put as far as time frames, especially for people who like consistently watch my readings. Yeah, like by you, for some of you, you might be healers yourselves. You might be in the medical profession. You might be a light worker. You might be a spirit worker. You might be a teacher, a coach. Something to do with others, like you interact with others on a regular basis, or just whatever you're doing is to contribute to the overall well-being and upliftment of people, of children, of humanity, period. Whether you're a social worker, whatever it is, you actively, whatever you do, and it doesn't have to be directly. Maybe you're not directly working with people, but you're behind the scenes. You're part of the bigger picture and bigger global mission to just help people help themselves, help people recognize their strength, help people recognize what they're capable of. That's what lights you up. Whatever it is, you doing that and really enjoying it, really allowing yourself to enjoy your life, enjoy where you're presently at. Stop and smell the roses. Look for all the goodness around you. By you really embodying that, embodying your mission, embodying what lights you up, what makes your eyes sparkle, what makes you excited, what makes you just want to dance, like, or sing, or whatever, like, whatever's got you smiling, keep doing it. And by you continuously putting yourself in that environment and in that emotional and mental space of goodness, of sweetness, of beauty, of just enjoying life, you are going to be a magnet to love. And I'm also seeing like just potential partners, like people wanting to date you, people wanting to take you out, people like giving you compliments even. Like it doesn't even have to just be a partner, but just like people acknowledging and seeing that energy in you and like validating it without you even having to ask, because you're too busy having fun and enjoying your life for you. I love this. I love this for y'all. That was very clear and spot on. I'm like, okay, what else, Spirit? Anything else? I don't want this to be too short, but it was like very specific. I'm also hearing no. You might. I'm seeing like movement too. Not that you have to like travel or move anywhere, but just like, again, just like being active in your life too. Allowing yourself to explore. That's what it is. Allowing yourself to explore different hobbies. Allowing yourself to get out there and like meet new people, but like meeting people who are also doing what you're doing, or in the realm or in the field of what it is that's lighting you up, your passion, what you feel like your purpose again for this season is. You might meet them at your work or at your job. Like you might be working with them towards this mission. They might be helping you, or they might see what your mission is and want to get on board. And it could start out as like a business or like, you know, a work thing, right? Trying to create like, you know, working on a project together or starting a business together or whatever. It might start out as that, and then it's like as they see you working and how like passionate you are and like all that spark out of you, it's like they just want to keep adding to it. And then now they're like, oh crap, I think I have feelings, or I think I'm interested in this person. Like it feels very like, I don't know, like even looking at these cards, like you see these people over here and you see this lady over here, like she's not looking. They're not looking at us. They're not looking at the audience. They're not looking at the person that is looking at them. They're focused on what's in front of them. She's focused on smelling the roses, the flowers. These beings are focused on where they're going. They're not looking back at us. So I'm also getting like, it's really like this person or these people, it's just from watching you. Like you might not even know. You might not even be aware of how attractive you actually are because you're too busy having fun and feeling fulfilled and fulfilling your mission right now. But it's like you've got so many people watching you, I feel, and you don't even realize it, which makes you even more attractive because you're not doing it for anyone else. You're doing it for you. You're not doing it for attention. You're not doing it for recognition. You're not doing it for praise. You're just doing it for you because you believe in it. You believe in it. It's coming from a very genuine and authentic place. And yeah, that just hit me. The word genuine just really hit. Stay genuine. Stay humble. Stay genuine to your cause. And that is what's going to attract potential partners and love to you. And maybe you're already in a connection. If you're already in a connection, for some of you, I'm feeling like your partner might have been feeling distance from you at first because you started focusing on something else and really pouring your spirit, pouring your soul, pouring your heart into it. But it's like now that you're getting into the swing of things and you're just having fun, your partner's wow, a butterfly just flew by. Wow, confirmation. But because you're having so much fun, now your partner is like watching you bloom. I just heard that. Ooh, I have chills right now, guys. This feels so good. Like your partner is just watching you bloom, and it's just making you more attractive to them. And so they're starting to become more understanding and of the fact of like, okay, she doesn't have as much time for me, but I'm still important to her, and look at how happy she is, or look at how happy he is, or whatever you are. Like, look at how happy they are. Like, it's like And that's how you know someone really loves you, right? When it's not about what they're getting from you, it's about actually just seeing you in your natural state, seeing you live your life authentically, seeing you fulfill your purpose for your life, living your life for you. Because what makes you you is what they should have fallen in love with in the first place, right? So really seeing you in that place, and that's what it is. I feel like they're also remembering, like, oh, that's why I fell in love with them. That's what attracted me to them so much in the first place. Or even like discovering this new part of you that maybe they didn't recognize before, or you didn't tap into before, and now they're seeing you in this new light, and it is igniting this new passion and this new flame for you. And it's like you're not even aware of it, but it's like I feel like they're really attracted to you. Like I feel like they like fantasize about you. They might like if it's your partner, they might think about like when they're gonna get you in bed next, or even putting you against the wall. I don't know why, but like I'm seeing like just really coming up behind you and like pressing you against the wall. Maybe they want to take you on a vacation, like, or they just feel like your love and like who you are is just out of this world. Like you're 1 in a million, you're 1 in a billion. Like your love, who you are, the energy that you bring to them in their life is just out of this world. This is a beautiful, beautiful message. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, which means that you can enjoy them more. You can enjoy your partner more. You can enjoy your potential partners more because you're enjoying your own life. And if you're not doing it, this is a call to you. This is your call to do it, to start. You don't know? Sit with yourself. You don't know what it is? Sit with yourself. And just whatever makes you feel good, try it. And as you try it, you see if this is something you want to continue or not. So, yeah, let's clarify. Spirit angels, please show me clearly what this group 2 needs to know regarding love for the highest good and the highest good of all. Please show me clearly what this group 2 needs to know regarding love for the highest good and the highest good of all. Tell me about this double mission. Tell me about Pleiades and attraction. Why is Pleiades and attraction here for group 2? In love. For the highest good and the highest good of all, please. Okay, yeah. For some of you, I think that you've been afraid. Some of you know what your mission is, know what lights you up, but you're afraid to go after it because you're afraid that it might separate you from your partner, or that it might make you too busy to be able to meet anyone if you're single. But don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, because what I'm also seeing here, first of all, double mission, right? You can be in love with someone and that can be part of your mission to love someone, but also like what you're doing in your own life adds to the mission of loving someone, because it brings in a whole nother concept, a whole nother perspective, a whole nother variable and factor to it, right? And you're able to learn from each other and grow from each other in different ways, and you're able to contribute to each other's lives in more ways than just intimacy or romantic intimacy, because there's different forms of intimacy. For your clarification, we have the Emperor here. We have the Sun in reverse. And then we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So, very strong cards here. I'm seeing... Oh, and also we have the Fool in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Don't be afraid. I feel like you guys are really starting to see and come into this awareness and realization of where you need to establish better boundaries in your life, on yourself, and on the people around you, so that you can focus on your happiness and what brings you joy. The Sun is always a positive card. Even in the reverse, it just means that happiness might be a little delayed, or you might be going through a little funk right now, but it's going to turn around. So I feel like maybe you guys have been in relationships, like I said before, but maybe you weren't feeling fulfilled because you cannot look for other people to fulfill you. You can't look outside of yourself for fulfillment. You can't look outside of yourself for love. Like, you have to be it first, right? It's nobody else's job to make you happy. You have to be happy on your own. Your happiness is your own responsibility. So I think you guys are realizing that. I think you guys are realizing that you need to be in charge of your own life. You need to be in charge of your own dreams, of your own passions. You need to understand how you're going to do it, how you're going to lay down the foundation to build the things that you want for yourself. And honor those things, honor those boundaries, honor those standards so that you can get back to your happiness, to your bliss, to your joy, to your passion, and turn the sun upright. Because I think you guys have been in a little funk of just realizing that, like, you're not as happy as you could be or as you thought you were, and it has to do with you, nobody else. And I think this unhappiness has been causing you to become kind of like, just like really touchy, you know, like maybe you guys were like having petty arguments, or maybe you've just had like you're very quick to cut people off. Maybe you've been dating and you're just like very quick to be like, oh, this ain't the one for me, or like, I don't have time for this person anyway, or like, this person doesn't make me feel the way I want to feel, and it's only been like 1 or 2 dates or whatever. You're going about it in the wrong way. They're not supposed to make you happy. They're just supposed to add to your life and add to the happiness that you already have, the life that you already have, the life that you created for you. They're just supposed to add to it. And then you're supposed to see if you can add to theirs and if you would want to add to theirs and what you could possibly create together. But that doesn't mean that it just completely eradicates what you are creating for yourself. And I think you guys are realizing that, though. You're recognizing it and you're ready to take charge of your own life and your own happiness again. And I really love that for you. I think you're also ready to step out of the fear. Stepping out of fear and insecurity and uncertainty and just being like, you know what? I'll figure it out. I'm capable. I have what it takes. I'm going to figure it out. Because I'm ready to fulfill my purpose and to feel fulfilled on this planet in this lifetime. I'm ready to feel attractive again. Maybe some of you haven't been feeling sexy, haven't been feeling cute, haven't been feeling handsome, whatever. And you're ready to feel that way again. And the only way to do that is to be living an authentic life according to your own rules and what you want to create, so that you can honor your vitality, your life source, what lights you up, literally. All right, this is what I have for you guys, group 2. I hope this helps. Let me know how it resonates in the comments. Love you. Hi, group 3. This is for anyone that chose the rose quartz. This is your love reading. Let's get into your oracle messages first. We have take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. And then for your romance angels, we have children. Your love life is being affected by children. All right, a couple messages just came up. If you've been dating, if you've been like serial dating, it's time to stop. If you've been in and out of relationships, or you just got out of a relationship and you're already like looking for the next person, it's time to just pump the brakes a little bit. All right, slow yourself down. If you just got out of something, you gotta like not necessarily recover, but you gotta like really work through accepting it and looking at what it taught you and integrating those lessons and working through your feelings before you move forward to someone else. Let's be responsible with how we date here, okay? For others of you, I think you might already be in union with someone. You might already have a partnership, a life partner. You might have a family with children. And you might have a lot of responsibilities within this partnership or this family. And Spirit is just telling you to take a step back. Take a step back and fill your own cup back up. Doesn't mean that you got to leave this person because you're feeling overwhelmed or you're tired or you're feeling drained. It doesn't mean that like you just dip out or ghost or like I'm done and throw in the towel. Usually when we're feeling resentful, when we're feeling lonely, when we're feeling tired, when, you know, all those things, it's usually because we're not giving to ourselves. We think that it's other people that are our problem. We think that, oh, my partner isn't doing enough. I'm doing more than they are. Or I give more than they do, and that's a problem. Or what else? I don't get what I give, and that's a problem. Well, why don't you give it to yourself then? You know, when we're feeling lonely, it usually means that like we're in need of ourselves. When we're feeling resentful of other people or towards other people, it's usually because we're not getting what we need. But it's not anyone else's job to fulfill that for us. We have to fulfill that for ourselves first. Yes, yes, your partner is supposed to provide. Your partner is supposed to like bear in mind what your needs are and like love you how you need to be loved and how you want to be loved, but also how they want to love you. And it's not their job to fill you up when you're empty. It's just their job to add to you and to be supportive and to be there for you and to love you in every stage regardless. Okay? To hold you accountable. But ultimately, your initial source of love needs to come from you and from God, from Spirit, from Source, whoever, whatever you believe in, your higher power. That's where the source, the initial source of love, of fulfillment, of happiness needs to come from. And for some of you, I feel like you also might just be dealing with someone that's very immature and childish, or you might be treating the situation from a very immature mindset and standpoint. You might be the immature one here. And maybe you're starting to recognize that and you want to grow and you want to change, but you're being really hard on yourself when it comes to this partnership or this dynamic or this person. Or maybe you're like, oh, I want kids, but it's just not happening for me. Take a break. Take a break. Usually when we step back from things that aren't working or that are really challenging and we just like forget about it and just do something else, pay attention to something else, fill our time back up with something else that does work, that does make us feel good. We get into that energy, we get into that vibration again. So then when we go back to whatever it was, now we're in a better mindset. So we might be able to see things clearer. You might be able to see something that you didn't necessarily like see before. You might be able to like understand things with more clarity. You might have more patience, more perspective about a person, about a situation, about yourself, in order to be more understanding and more compassionate and more loving. You might be dating someone with children, and maybe you're trying really, really hard to like be a good step parent or a stand-in parent or whatever, but it's hard. Again, maybe you're trying to have kids and it hasn't happened for you. Also, for some of you, you have kids and it's just a lot between work, being married, being a parent. It's just a lot. And I work with a family, so I know how even in a 2-parent household, having kids is a lot. It's another full-time job. And a lot of parents, I think, that are active in their children's lives feel a lot of shame and guilt about prioritizing time for themselves because they're like, oh, well, I've been in the office or I've been working all day, and then now, it's dinner time and my kids want to play with me and they want my attention and they want to talk to me, but I don't have it. And it makes me, if I, I just want 30 minutes to myself, or I just need an hour of silence, or an hour just for me, or whatever. And they feel so bad about taking that time. Feeling guilty about taking a shower before you sit down to have dinner with your kids. Feeling guilty about taking a 15-20 minute walk before you tuck them in for bed, like whatever it is. Don't feel bad, because when you're not giving from a full cup, or a cup that's filled, period, your children can feel that. And usually you'll show up to your kids feeling irritated, feeling impatient, and now you're emotionally reactive and you're triggered by everything, and now you're yelling at your kids and y'all not having a good night. No way when you show up like that. When you show up and you took care of yourself first, you're feeling more relaxed, you're feeling more at ease, you're feeling more calm. You filled your cup back up a little bit, so now you actually have something to give to them. That was a message for some of you guys. For others of y'all, I feel like you're dealing with someone immature or childish, or you're dealing with someone that has kids and it's a lot, and you just need a break. You might need to reconsider the situation. You might need to take a step back and decide if this is something you really want to do. Dealing with this immature person, dealing with this person with kids who might not have as much time for you, who has different priorities because they're already a parent. Please keep in mind that they are not the problem, okay? If you can't deal with someone with kids, that's fine. Not everyone can. But it's not their fault that they're a parent and that they prioritize their children. And if you're dealing with someone that's immature, you're the one that's dealing with them. And if you've given them time and time and time again to do the work, to show up, to do better, and they consistently don't, you don't see any progress, you don't see any improvement, they don't take any accountability, that is draining. And it might really actually be time for you to reconsider whether or not this is the right person for you. If you're the person that's being immature here, or you're starting to realize how you've been immature in the past, or how you've been immature in a current situation, maybe it's a lot. Maybe you and this person have been arguing. Maybe you've just been going about your dating life in a very immature way. Like I said earlier, be responsible with your dating. Maybe you've been very irresponsible. Maybe you've been out here just having like many sexual partners, not using protection. I don't judge nobody, okay? Do what you want. It's your body, it's your sex life, it's your love life. As a energy worker, as a light worker, as a healer, as someone who has been a serial dater in the past, you're just putting so much more on your plate than you really need to. And usually when we are like obsessively going after something, it can become an addiction. And at that point, it's, what are you trying to cover up? What are you trying to avoid so much that you just keep looking outside of yourself for that validation, right? For that love, for that affection, for that physical intimacy, whatever it is. So yeah, for some of you, if you've just been going about your dating life and your love life very irresponsibly and immaturely, Spirit is telling you to take a step back and look at yourself and to be real with yourself, because you might be putting your health at risk. You might be putting other people's health at risk. You might be pregnant. I'm sorry, that just came out. You might be pregnant, or you might be at risk for getting pregnant. And pregnancy is beautiful, but not everyone is ready for it. And if you're not ready for it, you need to take a step back and look at what you've been doing, because you might end up pregnant or getting somebody else pregnant. And if you're not ready for that responsibility, If you're not ready for children, or you already have children, you don't want another one, look at what you've been doing. And then to circle back, if this is you recognizing how you've been immature in your partnership or in your dating life, maybe like you're starting to see a pattern. Maybe all the people you've dated say the same things about you. Oh, you're so argumentative. Oh, you're so defensive. Oh, you're so selfish. Da 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 da. You don't think about anyone but yourself. You don't know how to take accountability. Everything is about you. If multiple people are continuously saying the same things about you, and you're starting to realize that this is an immaturity that you have, this is something that is still childish of yours that you need to work on. Maybe you've been really hard on yourself, like Googling and YouTubing how to heal my insecurities and how to heal emotional immaturity and all that stuff. Take a step back, okay? It's great to be aware of what your shortcomings are. It's great to be aware of what you need to work on, but you are not a project, okay? A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. You're going to be working on yourself your entire life. Give yourself some compassion. Give yourself some love. Give yourself some grace, and be a little bit more easy and tender to yourself, okay? Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please show me clearly. What does group 3 need to know for their highest good and highest good of all regarding life? Please tell me about take a break and children. Why is take a break here for group 3 in love? And why is children here for group 3 in love? Please show me clearly. Ooh, that one wanted to come out. Yeah. For a lot of you, it's time to take a break and possibly like really walk away from something that is not emotionally fulfilling anymore. You might not want to walk away from it, or you're thinking about walking away from it because it's just been a lot. We have the 4 of Swords in reverse here. The 10 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, 10 of Swords in reverse. And the 8 of Cups in reverse. For some of you, it's about really making yourself just take that break. Like, it's time to allow yourself that break and that time so that you can heal your wounds. Because some of you are feeling like taken advantage of or like stabbed in the back about something. You might just be feeling attacked. Maybe you're older and you have kids and their words have been very hurtful, or words have been very hurtful regarding children. Maybe someone you were dating was talking bad about your kids, or talking down on your children, or talking down on your parenting. But either way, I see that you definitely need to take a break here. 4 of Swords. Put down the burdens and allow yourself to heal your wounds. Really pay attention to your own internal dialogue and how you talk to yourself. If you're constantly beating yourself up with your own mental chatter, it's time to put that down and really heal that. Like, really try to understand, why do you talk to yourself that way? Why do you have these negative perceptions and beliefs about yourself and your own capability and your own sense of worth? Put that down. Really heal that. Really take the time to heal that, and take a step away from the things that have been leaving you feeling like just emotionally depleted. And once you do that, I do see that you might make a return to the situation, but you'll actually be able to see it a little bit more clearly and gain some actual clarity about the situation, and your heart will be more healed. Because right now you're not seeing it clearly. There's messages and information that wants to come into you, but it's blocked because you're feeling defensive and resentful here. 8 of Wands in reverse, King of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. It's happening very slowly. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Coins. You might be moving very slowly towards this process of recuperation, restoration, allowing yourself that break. You might actually need to take a vacation and just dip off for a week, for 2 weeks, for a weekend even, and really just sit with yourself, allow yourself to rest. But it's not idle rest. It's like resting, but thinking about the situation, what happened, what could have been better, you know, looking at it from a bird's eye view, but not engaging. Because when we're in the thick of things, sometimes we can't see it clearly. We can't see it for what it is because our emotions are involved and everything is heightened, and you got to take a step back. You got to take a step back, fill your own cup up, heal your wounds, pay attention to your thoughts. Really look at where you might be feeling defensive and resentful and ask why. Even where you've been emotionally reactive, ask yourself why. What thoughts, what beliefs, what patterns are contributing to that. But once you take the step back and you really like allow yourself to feel everything you're feeling and actually get it out and release it from your body, release it from your mind, release it from your heart, clarity will start to come in, and a sense of, emotional fulfillment and ease and stability will come in and try to like, I want to pull one from the top. Yeah. Page of coins in reverse, upright, page of coins, page of pentacles. Stability will be here for you. You will learn how to practice better thought patterns, how to practice better behaviors, better beliefs. Trusting that things are going to work out for you and that you are capable, and you'll feel more capable and more refreshed and more energized once you take this break and take this time to just really heal your own mental and emotional wounds. I'm hearing and seeing a retreat. I'm seeing like a healing bath, a cleansing bath, possibly. You might need to get some energy work done. And if this is over losing a child or losing someone that felt like very close to your heart, I'm so sorry. But just take the time that you need this month, okay, guys? Yeah, this is what I have for you. I hope this helps. Love you guys so much. Bye.